He was standing there, half-dressed, panic written all over his face. He was waiting for me to scream, to cry, to beg. Instead, I smiled, picked up my keys, and said something so calm that his hand started shaking. That was the moment he realized he had already lost me. I still remember the sound of the door clicking shut behind me. It was soft, almost polite, like the house itself didn't want to warn anyone. I wasn't supposed to be home that early. He knew that. I knew that. And that is why everything changed that night. My name is Emily Carter. For 7 years, I believed I was building a future with a man named Daniel Wright. We met when we were both struggling, both dreaming, both pretending we knew exactly where life was going. He was charming, ambitious, and confident in a way that made me feel safe. Or at least, that's what I thought. In the beginning, Daniel made me feel chosen. He remembered small details, held my hand in public, talked about our future like it was already written. I supported him through job changes, financial stress, and long nights when he doubted himself. I told myself that love meant patience, loyalty, and compromise. But love also makes you ignore signs you shouldn't. There were changes. Subtle at first. His phone was suddenly always face down. Passwords changed. Late meetings that didn't add up. A new cologne I didn't recognize. When I asked questions, he smiled and said I was overthinking. And because I loved him, I believed him. Or maybe I wanted to. That evening, I came home early because I wasn't feeling well. I expected silence. Instead, I heard laughter. A woman's laughter. It echoed from our bedroom like a slap I didn't see coming. My body froze, but my mind became strangely clear. I walked slowly, each step steady. When I opened the bedroom door, there he was. Daniel. With another woman. In our bed. The bed I picked. The sheets I washed that morning. The woman gasped. Daniel jumped up, his face draining of color. He looked at me like a child caught stealing, terrified of punishment. He waited. He waited for me to explode. He waited for tears, screaming, maybe even begging. But none of that came. Something inside me shifted. Not anger. Not sadness. Clarity. I looked at him calmly. I took in the scene. I noticed how small he suddenly looked. How unsure. How weak. I said, very softly, "You don't have to explain. I see everything I need to see." His mouth opened, but no words came out. The woman scrambled to grab her clothes and left without saying a word. The door slammed. Silence filled the room. Daniel started talking fast. Apologies. Excuses. Blaming stress. Blaming loneliness. Blaming me, without saying my name. He said he made a mistake. He said it didn't mean anything. I listened quietly. Then I said something he never expected. "I'm not angry." He stopped mid-sentence. "I'm not sad either," I continued. "I'm just done." That calm response confused him more than any slap or scream ever could. He wanted chaos. He wanted emotion. He wanted proof that he still mattered. I denied him all of it. I packed a small bag that night. Not in a rush. Not dramatically. Each item felt like reclaiming a piece of myself. He followed me around the house, his voice cracking, asking what he could do to fix it. I looked at him and said, "Nothing. Some things don't deserve a second chance." That was the first time I saw fear in his eyes. Over the next few days, the messages started. Long paragraphs. Voice notes. Tears. Promises. He said I was cold. He said I changed. He said he couldn't believe I walked away so easily. But the truth was, I didn't walk away easily. I walked away consciously. People think strength looks loud. It doesn't. Strength is quiet. Strength is choosing yourself without needing applause. As weeks passed, something interesting happened. Daniel unraveled. Mutual friends told me he couldn't sleep. He couldn't focus. He kept asking about me. He was shocked that I didn't post sad quotes, didn't beg, didn't show pain publicly. My silence haunted him. Meanwhile, I started rebuilding. Slowly. Carefully. Pain still existed, but it no longer controlled me. I went to therapy. I reconnected with friends I had neglected. I focused on my work. I remembered who I was before I made him my whole world. One evening, months later, I ran into Daniel unexpectedly at a cafe. He looked tired. Smaller. Older. He asked if we could talk. I agreed. He told me losing me was the worst thing that ever happened to him. He said my calm reaction destroyed him more than anger ever could. He said he expected forgiveness or a fight, not indifference. I listened politely. Then I said, I didn't stay calm to hurt you. I stayed calm to save myself. That conversation gave me closure I didn't know I needed. This story isn't about revenge. It's about self-respect. It's about understanding that your worth is not measured by how much pain you're willing to tolerate. Cheating isn't just betrayal of a relationship. It's betrayal of trust, safety, and dignity. And when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. If you're watching this and you're in a situation where you feel disrespected, manipulated, or taken for granted, know this: you don't owe anyone a reaction. You don't owe anyone access to your pain. Sometimes the most powerful response is walking away with your head held high. Silence can be louder than screams. Calm can be stronger than rage. And self-respect? That's the kind of power no one can take from you. If you were in my place, would you react with anger, or choose calm and walk away? Let me know in the comments, because your story might help someone else find the strength to choose themselves. Moral of the story: self-respect is more powerful than revenge. When you choose dignity over drama, you don't just leave a relationship, you reclaim yourself.